Late news tonight starts with breaking news in El Dorado County. The Bonanza fire in Shingle Springs has now burned nearly 200 acres and is just 10% contained. Thankfully, forward progress has been stopped.
Right now, evacuation orders are still in effect. Take a look at your screen. That red area on the map is the evacuation zone. A temporary evacuation site has been set up at the Placerville Library. Officials say if your address in that bigger green zone, you are able to return home. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this busy Tuesday. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. The fire has possibly damaged cars, but so far officials say no homes have been lost.
ABC 10's Paul Sanga explains where things stand tonight and why officials continue to stress defensible space.
It had just started at the top of that canyon.
It was only a matter of time before William Bombard knew the fire that started near Bonanza Auto Road would threaten his home.
30-40 minutes coming down that canyon and about 5 minutes to get up to the top on the other side.
His home and fire officials say many others were saved as the Bonanza fire lit up a steep, remote canyon southwest of Placerville.
It was a fuel and topography driven fire for the most part.
Aircraft swooped in to slow down the flames as crews hiked into some of the toughest terrain in El Dorado County.
Aircraft again was vital to have them checking that up for us, and we were able to get crews worked in.
Officials say it started near a wrecking yard, which damaged some cars and sparked spot fires. Some of the challenges fire crews face is just how thick this brush was that they had to navigate through. The second challenge is just how steep this terrain is as they had to get in there, really put this fire out.
My house is built out of fireproof material.
Aside from the material, Bombard says his years of preparation with defensible space paid off.
Get that 100 feet ain't enough. 200 feet, if you want to be safe. Do your weed eating, clear your leaves, keep everything away from your house.
And just a mile away from the flames, we saw another neighbor clearing dry grass, creating their own defensible space in case the fire shifted direction. Fire officials say everyone needs to do their part.
The fire season is definitely upon us. The brush is now receptive in carrying fire, which is more difficult to control and contain.
And fire crews will remain here overnight, making sure all the hot spots are put out. Reporting in El Dorado County, Paul Sanga, ABC 10.
Very powerful video, Paul, thank you. And as firefighters gain ground on the Bonanza fire, evacuees who left in a hurry are still waiting to return home.
Yeah, many families gathered at the evacuation center in Auburn.
And we had a lot of people telling us it's time to go, so we got our go bags, packed the dog up, and we're here. We're going to have to find a place to stay that accept dogs. We've lived in the area for 25 years and in the county 45 years, so I mean it's nice to have people that that are, and we're all supporting each other, so and passing information on.
And I just met some new people.
So yeah,
I think it's great.
Yeah, they praise firefighters for moving fast to stop the fire's progress. But sadly, Brendan, this all comes as you're tracking the hottest day of the week tomorrow?
Yeah, that's right. The heat is going to peak tomorrow before temps come back down once again. I got to tell you what, though, the wind was honestly something that helped today as opposed to worsen the fire conditions. That's because we really didn't have much of it up where the fire was. At the time when the fire was at its peak, winds were maybe 10 miles an hour or so in the area. It was just not that strong. So that allowed firefighters to kind of get a handle on that fire. If we had gusty winds, that fire would not have been able to really have been under control as quickly as it was. So that's good news. Winds at this hour still are not that strong up near the fire, about 5 miles per hour or so in the foothills to the upper elevations. In the valley, 5 to 10 miles an hour and about 20 out through the delta. The other thing is it was very dry out there. Obviously, fuels are very dry, but I'm talking about the air. It was very dry earlier. Now, humidity is rebounding to about 30 to 40%. In the valley, we're looking at about 45% humidity, and with that onshore flow through the overnight hours, humidity will continue to climb. 67 at the moment in Sacramento, 70 in Elk Grove, 70 Stockton, 76 in Modesto, 71 in Jackson, 72 Placerville, 54 in Truckee, 83 up in Colusa. Looking over downtown right now, 67 degrees. That is 4 degrees warmer than where we were at this time yesterday. The breeze is not quite as strong. We are going to only get to those upper 50s tomorrow morning before we start to warm, because tomorrow is going to be a hot one. I've got triple digits across the valley tomorrow afternoon, more than 10 degrees warmer than normal. The good news is it's just one day. We're back in the 80s on Thursday, and I've got that forecast coming up later in the show.
Okay, Brendan, thank you.